Hi, this is Xenowari from Brothers in Arms at BIAgaming.org. Today we're going to have some fun with Project Reality 0.98 and we're going to spawn some invisible helicopters. We're going to do the Invisible Chinook today. If you don't know the game Project Reality, you can check it out at realitymod.com. So we're going to start off in our PR folder. You can see the path up here, it might be different for you. Then we're going to navigate through to Python game, and you want to open realityconfig co-op.py and realityconfig local.py with notepad. Right, in both of these you want to press Ctrl F to find, search for PR debug, and make sure that's turned on with the 1 at the end of the line. Save and close, and do the same with the other file. Okay, both done for me. Okay, next we're going to go to the objects folder in PR and find vehicles server.zip. So when you're using the Archon spawners, these are the these are the object names that you spawn. So the one we'll be using there, CF the Chinook. You also have GB the Chinook and US the Chinook, and I'll talk to you about why that's important later. Okay, now that we're inside Project Reality, we want to make a local server. The Chinook is on several maps, Al-Basra and Yamalia being the most notable, so we're going to go with Basra. So we're going to go and create co-op game, a local server, just turn all the bots off, and Al-Basra standard. The reason that this works is because on the Battlefield 2 engine, you can spawn in objects using Archon commands, but you can only spawn in objects that are already loaded. So, for example, on this map, there's no jets. If you try and spawn one in, the server will crash because the files aren't there, so it can't load it. However, the Chinook uses the same model or mesh geometry for the British, Canadian, and US versions. So what you have when you spawn the Canadian version on a British map is you have it loading the same mesh for the Chinook, which works fine, and then it tries to load the Canadian texture or the US texture, but it's not there because only the British one is. I'm not exactly sure why it doesn't crash the server, but it doesn't. But it does produce a nice untextured Chinook that you can fly. Okay, the reason that this works, on the Battlefield 2 engine, you can spawn in objects using Archon commands, and you can try and spawn in pretty much every object in the game. However, the only objects that will work are ones that are already loaded on the map, otherwise the server will crash. So for example, there's no jets here at Basra, so I can't spawn in a jet, the server will crash. However, there are Chinooks, and there are 3 variants of the Chinook in the game. There's the Great British version that you see over there. There's also the Canadian version and the US version, and these use the same model or mesh, but they use a separate texture, which only the British texture gets loaded on this map. So if we spawn in a British Chinook, to type Archon debug first, so that it knows it's looking in the chat for Archon commands as you type them. Then we're going to type Archon spawner underscore GB the underscore Chinook, GB being Great Britain. So there you can see Chinook model with British texture. However, if we come over here, type Archon spawner CF, that Chinook. There you go, we have an invisible Chinook. So you can see I'm walking on the ramp there. You can get in, you can fly and do everything, but it's invisible. If we get